Hello. It's been such a long time. Yeah. I have not done a video in a while, but every once in a while, someone I know in real life will be like, "Hey man, didn't you used to have a YouTube channel?" And that's always kind of embarrassing because the only thing worse than having a YouTube channel is starting one and failing uh, at it, such as I did. But I figured in the meantime, since I don't really have content to that I really care about producing right this moment. I mean, I've got ideas for stuff, but that's not really the point. I was gonna start a series called uh I know this is retarded, but Rag recommends and then the name of the thing I'm recommending. And up until now I never wanted to acknowledge my username because I know it's retarded. I know it's hard to read. That's kind of the point. When I started this channel, I meant to change it, and I just never did. And like anytime someone would be like, "What the fuck's up with your username, dude?" Like I don't know. I would always think it was kind of funny, and I would either not answer, or I'd have an evasive answer. But I figure for the name of this series, why not, man? Rag recommends, and because the alliteration, that's when you have two words that start with the same letter, you know. So I'm only saying that because I know most of the fuckers who watch my channel are like into Kiss and black metal and shit like that. They're not big readers. But anyway, man. So I was gonna recommend a really great podcast called Misery Loves Company, starring Kevin Brennan. Now, many of you know Neil Brennan. He's a bitch. He's a Zionist. He's a fool. Don't watch that guy. Watch his brother, Kevin Brennan. Kevin Brennan is like a failed. Well, I don't want to say that, but he's basically a failed comic. Now he does make a living off of his podcast, but the name of the podcast is Misery Loves Company. I think it's great. Um, really low production quality. So in a way, it's kind of like a black metal podcast. In a way, very low production. Sometimes the screen freezes and Kevin doesn't know that it froze. He's still fucking ranting and raving. Um, Basically it's like him and a bunch of guys in like a Zoom call, and Kevin just kind of talks shit and stuff like that. So wanted to tell you guys to check that out. Um, I think I'll do a few more of these too because I also like big fan of Red Bar. That's one of that probably is my favorite show. Although unfortunately Mike David is dead, and there won't be any more Red Bar. But I was a big fan of that. But Misery Loves Company, man. Dude, you guys have to watch the latest Stuttering John debacle. Now, some of you who were older than 50 might remember um, the Howard Stern show when it used to be like good and stuff. Stuttering John was one of the whack packers on the show, and well, he never forgot about that stuff. He's still kind of trying to relive that moment in time. But as most of us know, 1997 doesn't last forever, and Stuttering John never got the memo on that. So Kevin Brennan is part of what's called the Dabbleverse, in reference to the fact that an interviewer named Chrissy Meyer interviewed Stuttering John Melendez, and she asked him if he dabbled in stand up, and he got very offended because he thinks of himself as a stand up comedian. So Misery Loves Company's been around for a while, but it's kind of zeroed in on making fun of John Melendez and the other Dabbleverse channels. And most of these guys are pathetic and lame, not that funny. But Kevin's just awesome, man. I mean, um, highly recommend him. I'll do a few more of these as well. But definitely check out the look up Stuttering John at Rodney's, New York. Um, Lots of shit went down. It's basically like a big public shaming of Stuttering John. All the Dabbleverse people were there. Kevin was there. Anthony Cumia was there. Anthony Cumia actually fucking hit some guy and smashed his glasses or some shit. I mean, it was a crazy night. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. I'll try to do some more videos, but man, I really just don't care about anything anymore except fucking working and drinking. So I mean, that's just how it goes. Thanks to all my fans out there. Um, Thank you.